The Platform 2 debuts on Netflix on October 4, 2024. Director Galder Gaztelu-Urrutia returns to helm the sequel, introducing a new cast of characters in the dystopian thriller. Fans have expressed a mix of excitement and disgust over the trailer, eagerly anticipating the sequel. Who's ready for seconds? The first trailer for The Platform 2, the highly anticipated sequel to one of the biggest hits on Netflix. The trailer for the follow-up has now been served up and teases more of the grit and grime that turned stomachs in the first dystopian thriller, as well as revealing that the movie will debut on the streaming platform on October 4, 2024. The teaser takes us back into the world of The Platform and the so-called vertical self-management center, which finds residents living on different levels of a giant tower where a platform full of food slowly makes its way from top to bottom. A helpful tip: don't find yourself at the bottom as a mysterious leader imposes their rule in the platform. A new resident becomes embroiled in the battle against this controversial method to fight the brutal feeding system. But when eating from the wrong plate becomes a death sentence, how far would you be willing to go to save your life? Released back in 2020, the first The Platform was directed by Galder Gaztelu-Urrutia from a screenplay by David De Sola and Pedro Rivero. The thriller was met with critical acclaim at the time and currently sits at a delectable 80% on the review aggregator site Rotten Tomatoes. The thriller was also a big hit with audiences, being watched by 56 million households in its first 4 weeks of release, garnering 82.8 million views overall, and becoming one of the most watched original movies ever on Netflix. The Platform director Galder Gaztelu-Urrutia returns to helm the sequel, which will introduce a new cast of characters played by Milena Smit, the Snow Girl, Hovik Kuchkirian, Money Heist, Natalia Tena, Game of Thrones, and Oscar Janetta, Luis Miguel, the series, who find themselves trapped and at the mercy of the vertical self-management center. Audiences are ready for another helping of The Platform. Since the release of the trailer, fans of the first movie have taken to social media to share both their excitement and their disgust over another helping from the dystopian thriller franchise. "I am not ready. I didn't want this at all. And yes, I can't wait to watch," says one user on X, with another adding, "First one was pretty cool and messed up, let's see what they do with this one." Others cannot wait to see what the sequel does with the socio-political commentary this time around, with one fan saying, "Great news. The first was such an original take on class structure and humanity and just an amazing cinematic experience. Similar in tone to what we aim to achieve, so it really resonated." The Platform 2 is now due to land on Netflix on October 4, 2024.